Well, it comes down to some pretty simple physics. The water molecules in ice are all locked up tight in this crystal grid, and they can't really wiggle around. That wiggling is exactly how microwaves heat things up. It's the same reason your microwave is so bad at defrosting a chicken breast. It heats the watery, melted parts really fast, but leaves the frozen chunks like a block of ice.
And this brings us to the real villain of our story. It's not the tool. It doesn't matter if you use a flamethrower, a microwave, a giant laser, whatever. The real enemy here is the absolutely colossal amount of energy it takes just to melt snow in the first place.
This massive energy roadblock has a name: the latent heat of fusion. Think of it like an energy tax. It's all the power you have to pour into ice just to break those bonds and turn it from a solid into a liquid. And you have to pay all that energy before the temperature even starts to rise above freezing. It's a huge hurdle.
So how huge are we talking? Well, to melt a single gram of snow, that's about the weight of one paperclip, you need 335 joules of energy. Now, that number probably means absolutely nothing to you, right? So let's try an analogy to make it real.
Okay, just picture a classic, old-school 60-watt light bulb. You know, the kind that gets pretty hot. All that heat it's putting out, it's only enough to melt about 1 pound of snow in an hour. And if you tried this with the modern, super-efficient LED bulb, you'd be standing there for 6 or 7 hours just to melt that same single pound of snow. So yeah, a light bulb is a definite no-go for clearing the driveway.
All right, time for the main event. Let's take all this physics and apply it directly to Matt's original idea: a car driving down the road, melting all the snow in its path.
So here's the setup. We're talking a solid foot of snow on the ground. We want to clear a path that's 9 feet wide, you know, a standard traffic lane. And we want to do it all while cruising at highway speed, 55 miles an hour. So, how much power does our snow-melting car need to generate? The answer is 574 megawatts. Just let that number hang in the air for a second. That is an absolutely mind-bogglingly huge amount of power. To put that number into perspective, 574 megawatts is more power than the entire city of Reno, Nevada uses on an average day. It's almost 3 times the